What is up, guys? It's Eagle back with another in the bag. I can't believe I'm doing another in the bag. I think this is probably like my 5th or 6th one. It's crazy to see how far I've come in the last few years. It's really, really cool. Just feels really awesome. We're here in sunny Southern California at Ralph Lewis Park, one of my favorite places to practice. And what better time to show you guys what's in this bad boy. I carry 3 P2s. 2 in P line and 1 in D line. I'll talk about the D line first. D line, it's basically for short, understable approaches. It's so beat up, really, really beat up. Can give it just a little bit of snap. It'll turn over real fast. Kind of a utility putter. I really recommend anyone have a super beat putter in their bag. Really can shave off strokes in wood scenarios or even windy if you're throwing it into a tailwind. That's the D line. I have 2 P line P2s. This one's actually a little bit different. It's a Glow P-Line P2. Imperial Eagle. This is my go-to putter now. It's really, really phenomenal feel, really stiff. I really like a stiff putter. It really grants a clean release. Just great artwork. Whenever I look at this disc, it gives me confidence, and that's what you want when you grab a putter. Just basically another P-Line P2 for warm-ups. This doesn't really come out and around too much. Maybe if this putter were to break, but just good to have an extra putter in the bag just to warm up or just in case. Next, this is the newest addition to my bag. I'm no longer throwing the S line or C line P2. I've switched to the P3X. It's a lower profile, has a bead, just as stable, just as consistent, just a really different feel that I really like. The low profile makes it really easy to flick, backhand, just a really great, I'd say upgrade from the P2 for me personally. Transitioning to mid-ranges. I carry 5 mid-ranges at the moment. First, I'll start off with I carry a Glow Champion Gator. This thing's been in my bag for probably just about 2 years now, and it's still really overstable. The Gator is just great for when it gets windy or you need something that's really overstable. Has a really low profile, so it's great for forehands. Even when the wind picks up, have a headwind putt, I'll actually putt with this Gator. So it's a very important disc in my bag, really love it. Not going anywhere until we come out with a Gator-like disc. Next, we have 4 MD3s, all Glow C-Line. First, I have European Open stamp. This is an old Wolverine stamp one. I think these are kind of sought after. This has been in my bag for a while now, and basically this one is just for kind of touch forehands or maybe turnover backhands. Got another one, shout out to Dos Loomis, gave me this bad boy. This is probably my go-to when it comes to kind of a wooded situation or things like that. Really controllable in the woods, hyzer flips, slight turnovers, really comfortable feeling disc in my hand. A little bit newer of one, really straight, maybe a little bit of overstable finish. It's the same run as my signature Glow. I have to have this disc in my bag. It's probably my favorite Discmania disc. Just such a good feel. Can rip on it. I know which line it's gonna hold. Really love it. Next one, shout out to Jeff Corns. He gave me an Oregon stamp one. This is a newer run of it, of the MD3. Really flat, pretty overstable. I'm really liking the way this one flies. The flatness of it really gives it a nice forehand feel, nice stability. Really, really still loving the Glow MD3. Can see that stay in my bag for a long time to come. Going into fairway drivers, I carry 2 FDs, but they are very different from each other. First, I'll say I throw a D-line FD. I've talked about this disc before. Little kids can turn it into a roller. It's 100% a utility disc for me. Can throw it in situations where I'm doing like a patent pending shot from a knee. I can get it to the ground really fast. Rollers. I throw Scoobies with it, or a grenade for some people, depending what part of the country you're in. You can throw it on a grenade, it'll go right. It's basically a circus disc, and it saved me many strokes out there on tour. And I really can't imagine my bag without a similar disc to this. Just something so flippy that most people are like, why do you even have that in your bag? There's a use for it. And I recommend a lot of people trying to get something like a D-Line FD. D-Line FD, I have a C-Line FD. This comes out in kind of touchy situations where maybe I have a tailwind, woods, just really controllable, understable. I can throw it with a fan grip, little forehand kind of touch shots. Basically just a utility woods disc. It's very comfortable to have in the bag. I know if I need this specific shot, I can go to the FD. Going into one of my favorite discs is the FD3. I carry 3 currently. I have a metal flake that's probably as good as a PD now. It's so beat up. You can throw it on a forehand, get some flip, throw it on a backhand, get it to flip up, ride straight. I just really like the FD3 rim. It's just a really comfortable feel for me. I think this is an S-line from a flat S-line. I'm sure the exact run, but my friend Claire drew on it for me. Really cool. It feels really good. Got a lot of glide, great stability to it. This is probably my go-to right now. Really loving this one. And a new one that just came out is the Glow C-Line. This is probably the most overstable run of FD3 I've had. Really overstable. With my arm speed, I need overstability. When it comes to the wind, if I can throw something hard and I know it's gonna come back, it just gives me that certainty I want out there on the course. Really, really loving the Glow C-Line FD3. I'm only carrying 2 PDs right now. I might carry more depending on which courses I play. The PD is pretty much my all-around fairway driver. I can get good distance on it. I can throw laser straight lines with good power. The one I have is a S-Line. Shout out to Black Ink Discs. They have this really sick stamp for me. And I also have a first run C-Line. These are pretty sought after. I think new ones bring around $100 or so. And shout out to my boy Ian Millard hooking me up with this one. Really, really straight with a really consistent finish. I love first run C-Line PDs. If any of you guys got them, hit me up. Before I get into my PD2s, I'm sure a lot of you are expecting this. Metal Flake Max, most overstable disc I have ever thrown. I can throw it in pretty much any headwind as hard as I want, and I know it's coming back left. People always say, why do you need a disc that overstable? Because I like to throw really hard, and I was talking about with the FD3, having certainty on the course, having that overstable disc that you can always trust is so essential for my game, because there's certain times where your body may lock up or something like that. You may not be able to throw with finesse, so you just gotta throw hard, and the Metal Flake Max ensures that. It's also great for utility too, like thumbers, forehands, huge skip shots. This disc skips so big, like I can't believe how much it skips. Very necessary for my bag. Going to PD2s, I'm carrying 5 currently. It kind of changes throughout the year. If I'm playing a shorter course, I may take one out, or if I'm playing a longer one, put another one in. But I feel like most Discmania players have a PD2 in their bag just because they're a phenomenal disc. Starting off with most understable, I don't know what run it is, but it's kind of like an older soft S-Line run. This is my forehand slash flip up slash roller PD2. I throw most of my rollers with this one. It's not that overstable. I can throw it pretty much flat and it'll get into a roller angle. Such massive roller distance because it has that overstable integrity to it that keeps holding it straight. Just hold it straight, opposed to like an understable disc where it might flip over. This is my secret weapon when it comes to rollers. I feel like I can get huge distance with this disc. Second one I have is the same run, but swirly. This is just a tick more stable than the previous one I was talking about. Good stability. I can't throw it on a roller, but I can throw it for control shots, flip ups, good distance. Love it for forehands. This is probably my go-to forehander right now. Really loving this one. Got two other S lines. Trixie, still got Trixie in the bag. I did some ugly artwork on it. I think it'll start looking better once it kind of fades in, but let's not talk about that. HYPNO Huck run, probably my favorite run of PD2. So overstable, can throw it as hard as I want, gets great distance, great overstability. It's Trixie, man. Probably my favorite disc in the bag. Got the new black ink Eagle stamp in here. I absolutely adore this stamp. It's kind of got the Japanese vibe going to it. Really, really loving the way this one looks. And the disc that this is on, S-Line PD2. This run is pretty overstable. I don't know if it's as overstable as the HYPNO Huck, but has a really great feel to it and really great look. If your discs look good, then you got confidence out in the course. And that's really important. You always aiming for confidence. And last but not least, I've had this PD2 on and off. I lost it in Minnesota like 2 years ago, but I got it back. And it's my favorite PD2 I've ever owned. It's super beat up, but it still flies with some good overstability, has a really big dome on it. This is my distance disc. If I need to throw outright distance, then I'm reaching for this disc. This is my yellow belly. That's the nickname for this guy. Absolutely love it. Second run PD2. I'm also looking for those. So if any of you guys have any of those, hit me up. All right, that's all the discs, but I want to just say the bag I'm holding all in is the Grip AX15. Love this bag. Pretty much ever since the Grips came out with the AX series, I've just been loving it so much. It's comfortable. It does everything I want in the course. Looks great. Thank you, Grip, for being such a great sponsor. You guys are awesome. And yeah, this bag is awesome. Aside from that, I want to thank my sponsors, Discmania, Black Ink Discs, and Adidas. You guys are awesome. Help me out, keep me on tour. Yeah, 2018 disc golf season. Let's rip it up.